What's up, people? What's going on? I hope all is well. I'm chilling right now and wanted to see what's going on with you. So I'm checking in. Well, hopefully you're enjoying the last little bit. We got about a month left of whatever season you're in, depending on where you are in the world. For me, it's summer. I'm enjoying the last little bit, month and a half. I mean, the weather itself will probably be nice for a little while, but it'll be September 21st very soon. About a month away. We're in mid-month August. So time's flying. So hopefully you are using it wisely. All right. We're gonna see what's going on with you with all these retrograde planets that we got going on. Everybody's in reflection mode, uh, or it should be anyway. Whether they're forced to or they're gonna be thinking about something that maybe they did or didn't do, and whatever that is that's coming to your mind is what you may need to focus on as far as maybe you should look at it from a different perspective, right? So with that being said, let's see what we got going on for y'all. All right, so I'm gonna take this one, never ending story. So there's something that's just been going on and on and on. Okay, so reminds me of an energy of you in a situation here that's really pissing you off, and or it irritates you, or how about this, it triggers you. Now whatever emotion you get behind it is your individual emotion, but you're in a situation that constantly triggers you, and you have tried whatever you feel you could have tried. So maybe this is a situation where you do need to look at something from a different perspective, because if you're doing the same thing and getting the same results, you really need to start and look at yourself. The person, place or thing could be affecting you negatively, and it could be intentionally, but it's up to you to recognize that and to accept that's what it is. Also, I'm getting that people are people pleasing. A lot of people pleasing going on. It's like no matter what you do, you don't get the respect you want or that you deserve. And if it's the same thing over and over again, you got to understand that that is the universe telling you, hello, did you get it yet? So some of you, might benefit from being in hangman mode. And again, that's for whatever is coming to your mind again, whatever is bothering you right now, or whatever thoughts come to your mind. Some of you may have may think about exes or former business partners or former jobs, or maybe when you were in an organization or a group, and but yeah, look at the similarities of the never ending story. What is it that keeps happening that you don't like? And look at what's going on behind it. And then after that, look at how you responded to it. That should give you some clues as to where you may need to change your thought process about the situation. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. So this is just going on and on and on. Yeah, see the 7 and the 3? That's a 10. That means the cycle's complete. It's time to be done. Yeah, see, look. So a lot of us are in transformation right now, okay? Because we're tired of the way things have been going, right? We want change. We want something different. We want something else, all right? Whatever is here is not benefiting us in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't make us happy. It's not physically healthy for us. It's not emotionally or spiritually healthy for us at all. We just feel stuck. So what we got to figure out is how to get unstuck, okay? How do we get unstuck? What should we be doing? All right, here's the key. The key to getting unstuck is being flexible. All right. So you may not bend a certain way. You may want to ask yourself why. Can I be more flexible in this situation where it would benefit me? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is what is important for a lot of you, because I get a people pleasing energy for some of you. For others of you, maybe you are being selfish, and maybe you need to consider other people's opinions. Maybe you keep having issues with relationships, or issues with members of whoever it is that you like to date, and you can't figure out what the issue is. It keeps happening over and over again. It's because it's time for you to be flexible in reference to the way you see things. All right. So some of you are coming to that conclusion. Some of us, because we all going through it in some way, shape, or form. There's too many planets in retrograde. Whether it's you or somebody you know. Yeah. See, look at this. Regeneration is where you are at. You're being built, rebuilt. Everything that you've been through, everything that you've experienced, it has broken you down, right? And that's the only way you can build something new. You have to tear down what was old. So you tear down the old you, the characteristics and the things that you used to do that were not getting you where you wanted to be. First of all, you got to know where you want to be or what you want in that situation. If you don't know what you want, then don't make any moves. Don't take anything. Don't give anything. Sit back and think, right? And then figure out what you're going to, and then make a move or put a plan together to make a move. But things had to be broken down, right? The way you looked at things. So now you're being built back up, okay? So as long as you are flexible, okay, that'll help you to, get out of that crossroad energy. Let me see. This is how we heal ourselves. This is how we begin our process. Yeah, see? And we have to stay the distance. Like, the reason I feel like this is coming up, go the distance, means that when we have things that happen to us, um, traumas that happen to us, those traumas don't ever go away. The only thing we're learning with the healing process is how to function with them, how to know what triggers that, why it's being triggered, and to get to the point where maybe you could see a trigger coming in advance and you can, divert it, right? And even if you can't divert it, you could at least get to the point where you're practicing self control enough where you can control your emotions. That's the whole purpose. So you're going to have trial and error. It's like a muscle that you've never used before, right? So now you got to go the distance. You got to be patient with yourself. You got to know that, some days you're going to fall off. But you got to go ahead and understand that, accept that, and get back on the horse. That's all this is saying. We'll go the distance, right? How many times have you tried to lose, that extra whatever weight? And you got good into the exercise routine or whatever, and then maybe a week or 3 months later you get bored and you fall off. Okay, recognize you fell off, take a break, you took a break, now let's get back to it. There's nothing wrong with that. That happens. You got to program yourself to get used to working out every day. Maybe especially if you were sedentary, like you're not going to just do that, and it take about 90 days for you to get into that. So go the distance is key. Let's get some. So let's see what this never ending story could be about. Okay. For some of y'all, let's get some people out here, some characters out here, some players out here. Let's see what's going on. What's going on, the collective? What's up, everybody? All right. What we got going on for the collective? One more. Let's get one more out here. All right, so we got Sagittarius. All right. We got Mother, communication, Libra, and water. So we got all the elements out here but Earth. Okay. So we not grounded. That's for sure. You definitely somebody is yeah. So somebody has childhood trauma issues, okay? And this is why this person people pleases, because they didn't get the emotional support from their mother that they needed. So as a result, they over explain themselves, okay, with the communication and the Libra. They always trying to relate to the other person, always trying to make sure the other person is okay. That's because these trauma bonds from, some type of emotional manipulation that may have occurred in your past, or maybe your mother, like I said, wasn't emotionally supportive. Maybe she couldn't be because she was busy working. She couldn't really, spend time with you. Not her fault necessarily. Not nothing necessarily bad. It's just the way situations were. So as a result of you experiencing that, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally, you became a people pleaser because you were looking for that same energy. Is like when people showed you that they didn't really care for you, you would try to do what you could to make them see that you were all right because you used to do this as a kid. That's what some of you may have went through in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe because you didn't have your mother around and you didn't know how to deal with your emotions. You weren't taught how to deal with emotions. So, you may overcompensate. And it's like, I feel like with this never ending story, is like you always trying to talk to this person. They don't hear that. What this person hear? They hear action. See, some of us, you can sit down and have a conversation with us and that would be enough. But some of us, it's not like that. You got to light a fire up under somebody's ass to get them to do, to understand this is what I'm saying. And it could just simply mean you taking a stance against their behavior, instead of trying to people please and trying to work things out. And you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm getting. So let's take a look and see what's going on with this Libra energy. Matter of fact, I think we did good with these. Let's just do a separate deck. So it's interesting how these are relating. We got 5 of these here. All right, so we got fright, right, real estate, apology, and disturbance. Now look at this card, disturbance. Matter of fact, look at these 3 cards here. Take a look at these 3. You see that? What you see there? You tell me what you see. What I see is somebody is being haunted by something, okay? Something they may have done, okay? Uh, there's guilt here. Somebody is scared that things coming back towards them. And guess why I know? Because this is what they want to do. This is what they want to do. Okay? So this could be a myriad of things, okay, that somebody has done to someone else. Okay? This could have been things that have happened in the physical realm. These could have been things that happened in the spiritual realm. All right? But this person regrets what they did. I feel like it's coming back to them. So I feel like what may have happened is you may have sensed that people was throwing shit at you. So you may have done a protective or return to sender. Now it's on their ass. And this is how they're feeling. So because you protect yourself, your spiritual baths, whatever you use, whatever you do, your candle magic, your water work, okay, your air work, all right, your stones with the earth work, okay, your plants, whatever you do, however you get down, you protect yourself. And that's one thing you should do. I feel like everybody should. You don't have to go into anything too deep, but the least you should do is protect yourself from, things you can't see. Or, you know what I mean? And you should do that regularly. That's your spiritual health. Just like you take care of your body, your physical health, Take care of your spiritual health. Make sure you bathe in Epsom salt, take a bath, get the energies off of you. You know, it's very important. So yeah, this person is disturbed. Now, what real estate means, what is this saying here? It says wealth investment and mega project. So somebody, you know what I get? Somebody may have built something over a graveyard, or they could be involved with somebody who um built they say, for example, Central Park in New York was built over I believe it was African or Native American or a combination of both, a cemetery graveyard. And so somebody may have built on a property, and now this person is being haunted. Okay. And now they want to apologize. So if you hear anything about this in the news, or if you read an article about it online, because there's so much information out here online, somebody may run into a story like this. All right. Let's see what's up with love. Some people ain't looking for love, and that's cool. But this could be, family love. It don't have to be relationship love, or it could just be self love. All right. So it's always good to tune into love. All right. Love is always a beautiful frequency. No matter what's going on, you can always equate it to yourself and benefit from it. You should never be turned off to it. Second chance. All right. So somebody wants a second chance. It could be somebody. This is why somebody may want to apologize. This could also be that never ending story. They always apologizing. Okay. That could be the case. Right. But somebody's wanting a second chance. Yeah. You got a decision to make. Okay. About the situation. Or this person maybe has made a decision. Maybe they made a decision that you are what's stable to them, or you represent the stability that they want and need. And so that could be why they want a second chance. What also could be going on is they're coming for a second chance. You got to make a decision about this, and you got to do what's best for your mental stability. Because remember, this is a never ending story for you. Okay. And you trying to do something different. So what's going to be good for you? This is what I'm seeing here. Soulmate. Excuse me. I don't really like this card, because everybody that you encounter and that you have some type of dealing with is a soulmate. So that to me goes without being said. So I don't really like that card. Let me get two more. That's just me personally. Okay, so Go Slow came out. So yeah, take your time with this decision. Okay, because what you want to do is you want to recognize the fact that, yeah, this is what's going to be done, and I'm going to be able to handle that, whatever decision I make. Right? Because you don't want to look like a fool telling this person one thing and then you're behaving another way, because this could be why this has been a never ending story. They look at you like you're all talk. Remember with that communication and that Libra? Yeah. They may look at you like, oh, you all talk, you're not gonna do nothing. You may be mad for a month, you may talk shit for 2 months, but then we're gonna be right back where we was at. You know what I'm saying? So some people, they know you. That's crazy, but that's how some people be looking at it. Rejection. So this rejection is actually divine protection. You see what I'm saying? So if it's not working, then it's time for you to accept the fact that it's not working. Look at it from a different perspective, right? That's what we was talking about. Some of you might be afraid to do that, you know what I'm saying? And then this person comes back with an apology, wanting a second chance, right? But you're going to have to figure out what's good for you, because your stability is being disturbed with this individual for sure, right? So the decision is up to you. So I would sleep on it. Okay. I would go slow. I would think about what it is that I want, what I really want to do. Okay. And don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to tell them no. Don't be afraid to say, I'm not doing this. Don't be afraid to just not say nothing. How about that? Because some of y'all, like I said, you doing too much talking and they not listening. So how about you don't say nothing? That's how you flip the script. Some of you may be deciding you may want to move. Okay, this could be somebody that you live with, you may have bought property with. Okay, um, or this is somebody who may be approaching you like this. Let's get together. Let's work it out. Let's get a house. Let's buy. Let's get an apartment. Yeah, some of you may want to go slow with that. Okay. Yeah, I think I used up all the cards. All right. Well, let's do one more little spread, and then we'll wrap this up. But this is cool. This is good energy. I like this. So we're all in a stage now where we're healing. We're recognizing our mistakes, the things that we could change if we could change it, accepting the fact that maybe we can't change it, but if we had the opportunity, we would do things different. That's learning as well. You know, you're not gonna always get the chance to fix what you did wrong. You're not always gonna get a chance to go to that person and apologize. It's not gonna be. And sometimes it may not be welcome, but at least you know your heart and your intention is changed where it's in that manner, and that'll send that energy out into the universe. You can also write that person a letter. You know what I'm saying? Say whatever it is you want to say, whether they're alive, whether you could talk to them, whether you can't. You could write the information out, write how you feel out, and then read it out loud and burn it. And ask that your guides get that message to their guides to get it to them. That's another way you can release and say what you want to say to a person. All right. If you don't want, even if you don't want to, it's them. You could still, feel tea and want to apologize. Yeah, because somebody can't let go of the past with the Six of Cup energy here. And they're trying to gain control over their emotions with this Empress energy here, is what I'm getting. So, this is somebody who had issues when they were a child. Like I said, Six of Cup in reverse with the Empress energy. And now, as a mature man or woman, the Empress to me represents your emotions, mastering your emotions. So this could be a man or a woman who's had some childhood issues. And now they're at an age where they're mastering those emotions. They know what triggers them. They know why they were attracted to certain things that didn't work out. They understand that they were looking for the same type of thing that they were getting when they were growing up. And you know how you could figure that out too? If you look at the things that you experienced in your childhood that hurt you, what was the type of pain like? What was it? Was it anger? Was it fright? What was it? Right? And look and see, does this person that you deal with now, do they invoke that same type of energy in you? Do they invoke fright in you? If you feel lonely when you was a kid, do they invoke loneliness in you now? Because you will notice a similar trend. That means that you are unconsciously attracting what you were accustomed to growing up. You know what I'm saying? And then you can recognize it and be like, okay, so now I get it. So now you start paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And you learning. Now you in the school of thought. So now you're starting to understand how you think. You're slowing down. You're analyzing things. You're processing it. It's starting to make sense to you. Now you're starting to put a plan in place to figure out, okay, now I need to understand what triggers me and what doesn't trigger me and why I'm triggered. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it is. That's how you get to this stage, right? And then once you get there, that's when you begin this process. Now you begin to think anew because you broke that down. That's dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. Congratulations, because you've been through hell. All right? You straight up been through hell. And the universe got blessings for you. I already know this. So, let me see. All right, so we got the Fool energy in reverse. Now, this is telling me, because Uranus is going in retrograde. Uranus rules the Fool. Um, some people call it Mars, but it's Uranus for me. All right, but do what you like. But Uranus is going in retrograde on August 31st. We're about 2 weeks away from that. That's a big planet. Okay, so this is energy of people looking at, Uranus is an energy of jumping out there and doing what you want to do, and taking risks and doing things that other people might look at like, yo, you're weird, or they crazy, or that's odd, or that's Uranus energy. All right, so maybe you're in reflection now of the things that you were doing that was weird, or that was odd, or that, yo, why was I thinking like that? Why did I do that? I feel like for some of you, this is what you're looking at. This is what you're thinking about. Why did I jump out the window like this? What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. That's what this is. Yep. And then look what comes out. So now you recognize that toxic behavior. So now you can change it. So now it's like, okay, I know this is a part of me. I could figure out, how to turn it on, turn it off, and I can use it to my advantage. Like I said, whatever trauma happened to you, um, it's not going to leave you. You just have to learn how you have to accept that part of you. You know how you got, what was that? I forget the name of that movie, but it was a movie about this family and it was based around Thanksgiving. And they had everybody in the family came over and they had the story about everybody that was going on. And it ended up finding out that one of the sisters was sleeping with the other sister's husband. And it was crazy. It was a grandma, little kids, big family Thanksgiving family thing. And upstairs they had a uncle. I think he was like a Vietnam vet or something like that, but he never came out the room. So I look at your trauma part of you as that uncle up in the room. That's the part of you that's tucked away. It gets triggered, but it gets triggered because it's not communicating with the rest of you, right? You have to accept and embrace that as you too. So uncle needs to be accepted and embraced as family too. So what do? They bring him a plate. He don't want to come downstairs and eat with everybody, but they bring him a plate. And then I think at the end of the movie, he actually finally came down. But at any rate, that's what I'm saying here. So now you know that energy in you. So now what you can do is once you program it and you get to the point where you know how to use it, you could channel it for like working out. You know what I'm saying? Or for something where you're able to exert a lot of physical activity. You can get that frustration out. But it's a learning process and it takes time. And this is what Capricorn energy is. It's learning the process. The trial and error, going the distance, knowing that it's gonna be trial and error. You feel me? Tell me about this Empress. Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so the thing is that you gotta go the distance. It's been hard for you. It took you a while to get to this Empress energy where you are in control of your emotions, where you are in control of what triggers you. You know your triggers. Here they all are right here. That's how you got to this point because you've been through each of them. You looked at it, you assessed it, you figured it out. You figured it out. All of that you went through, you figured that out. And you realize, yeah, I played myself, but that won't happen again. Because now I'm in control of, that trauma, that traumatic energy. I'm in control of that now. Tell me about this fool. What's this fool? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacle energy in reverse. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know my value. You know, um, no matter what relationship you had, you really didn't feel like it was home. You didn't feel safe. You didn't feel secure. You didn't feel like you could build a future. Or you thought that you were with somebody that you could build with, or you got a weird family where, you are the black sheep of the family. Okay, um, it just is what it is, right? So you accept that for what it is because you know that's what it is. That's for some of you. But yeah, some of you maybe you didn't have any place to stay, or maybe you don't have any place to stay right now. You're realizing this and you want to get away from this person, and you don't have the money to move right now. So that's something that you may need to consider planning. Because with Capricorn Devil energy in reverse, this could mean you don't have no money. So some of you may not have a job, or some of you could be lazy and not working because maybe you didn't have to because you was living off of this person. Some people are in relationships with people because they take care of them financially. So somebody could be here emotionally manipulating a person, keeping them around, playing them to get money from them. Or this person could be coming back towards you. Maybe this is why they keep you around because you are a financial piece in their puzzle in life. And some of y'all are realizing that because it's too much earth energy and pentacle here. Okay. What's this devil energy in reverse? Yeah, the Two of Cup energy in reverse. This was a toxic connection. Or, and don't get me wrong, there could have been some good in it. Okay. There probably was. That probably was why you allowed it to, go the distance that it did, because there was some positives in it for you. But I feel like the positives that were in it for you, it was your demons it was feeding off of, the traumatized part of you that you did not address. That to me is your demon. When you have some type of trauma, something happened to you, but you won't address it to try to get it under control. The goal for you is to master your emotions, right? This is when you master your emotions. This is when they master you. Okay, so you definitely are going to want this. All right, and knowing your value and knowing your worth is key, right, for all of us. And that way we'll attract, until we get that right, we're going to attract these types of relationships where it's going to be emotionally unstable because we're not in control of our emotions, right? So this is what I'm getting here. All right, let's wrap this up with one of these. Actually, wrap it up with one of these. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Ooh, check it out. Bam. Okay? This is all we've been talking about right here. Same thing, different card, different deck, right? And here go the other one that came out. Believe in yourself. Skunk Spirit was Know Your Worth. Squirrel is Believe in Yourself. You got this. You know what I'm saying? This is your journey. Nobody's going to be able to help you through this, because it's yours. People may, be able to give you a little bit of a inspiration or a little bit of a different perspective so that you can assess it with what you're going through and maybe, allow you to be flexible in, which would allow you to, to stay the course because, you're regenerating yourself. This is dope. I like this. All right, so I hope that you got something out of the reading. I'm gonna be doing, I think, some more lives, so make sure you subscribe. That way, you could catch me. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more regular with the readings. So, but just know I'm coming. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go a whole 30 days without posting. That's for sure. But I might go like 7 days, something like that. But just subscribe so that way you get notification when I do. That's if you enjoy the channel. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next reading. I think I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna pull some more cards from a different deck, and I'm gonna do another one. All right, so I'll be back in like after I sage the cards in the room in like 5 minutes. So hit the subscribe button. That way you'll know when I come back live. All right, later. Have a good day.